We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. This is Wright Brennan with the Lost in the Midlands podcast, brought to you by Midlands Dumpster Services and Seawright Roofing. And today I am here with a BNI networker, somebody who really embodies giver's gain, and she is with Alzheimer's Association, Miss DeeAnn Jones. DeeAnn, thanks for being on today.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me.
First, tell me about that cool quote.
Well, I have been a nonprofit almost my whole professional life, and that just embodies who I am. I can't help everyone, but I can help some people, and that's what I live by every day.
Most people get in and out of nonprofits, I feel like, and you have this passion for just helping people. How long have you been with Alzheimer's Association?
So I've been with Alzheimer's Association for 2 years. My grandfather passed away of Alzheimer's in 2013. I saw the passion I have for it, and I had the opportunity to join that organization 2 years ago.
Wow. Tell me a little bit about the early journey coming up. So if you've been in for 2 years, then there's some years of other stuff going on too. Let's hear the
Okay.
the trail.
Well, we won't say my age, but I'll just tell you I've been in nonprofit for over 25 years.
I can tell you're a professional,
Yeah.
so there's got to be some other gigs you did.
Yeah, that's right. I did. So I've had a long history in nonprofit. I started out working with people with disabilities for
Cool.
11 years with the Independent Living Council. So I learned a lot about how to do that. I had a lot of great people I worked with, those who use wheelchairs, who are visually impaired, who are deaf. We were cross disability, so we worked with a lot of those. I actually did with someone who utilized a wheelchair, prior police officer who was shot, and he would go in and do ADA surveys for the Americans with Disabilities Act to make sure people were compliant in their business, to make sure those individuals could get inside their business. That was a unique feeling to be able to do that with somebody who's using a wheelchair, to go in, because how could they deny, no, that meets the criteria. No, it doesn't. Let me show you. So after that, I worked with children who had cancer. So I worked with Children's Chance, who helped people fund when their children got cancer. They couldn't work or do things, so they would help them with electric bills or their mortgage. And that was very close to me because my son was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 10 to 14. So I then helped other parents who were struggling with that. I always forget to say this. I want to say this. My son's 31, and he survived. And so we are big on that. He just adopted a son 2 years ago. So it's been a very exciting time in our lives to be able to have someone who beat pediatric cancer. Well,
Congratulations on the new addition to y'all's family. And wow, that is a powerful story. And being in that field, you're working with people who are in just, they're in so much need. I got to imagine this has got to have a major impact right here on the chest. I can't imagine how you do this.
I do. I think that, I think there's a lot of positive stories that come out. There's negative stories too, but I really concentrate on those positive stories that come from the work I've done in nonprofit, especially with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
I get to meet a lot of individuals who are dealing with Alzheimer's on a daily basis and their caregivers. So it is a positive experience. We hate to see them go, but the positive experience we've had with them while they were here, that makes the difference.
Well, tell me a little bit about the transition into this new position at Alzheimer's Association. Was there some inspiration for the move, or was it just a great opportunity to give back?
I think it's a little of both. Knowing my grandfather had dealt with the disease, my grandmother and I was his respite caregiver, really made that passion there. But also, I saw the need for somebody to come in who I work for now. They couldn't meet she really struggled wanting to get more advocates. So my job is to get volunteers to go and talk to Congress about why Alzheimer's is important.
Yeah.
So to get people to go talk to their congressman is already kind of, I don't believe in their politics. I don't do. And I'm like, okay, so we go in as purple. Alzheimer's Association is purple, and we're there for a purpose.
Yeah.
We're not red. We're not blue, but put those two together, we are purple.
Oh.
And so there's a real reason behind that purple. So I tell everybody, I don't care what that congressman's politics are outside of that. I'm going in as a purple, and I'm going to tell them why Alzheimer's is important and why they should fund research or different aspects of bills that we want passed.
Well, that is That is really cool. I didn't know that. I did know you guys put on these really cool walks that we did. So.
Yeah, so I am, all of us, we're small staff here in South Carolina. We do have a walk manager, but I'm there to support them too. You came to our walk last week here in Columbia.
A lot of fun.
About 1,000 walkers come out, those who are caregivers, believe in the cause, or maybe living with Alzheimer's, to support that they want more research. They want a cure for this disease.
Yeah.
And that walk is more of a celebration. I think you saw that in something that was, it was people holding flowers of what they're meant to them. Purple meant you lost someone to Alzheimer's. Blue meant you're living with Alzheimer's. And we got several colors. To see people walk around with those flowers really encouraged me to continue doing my job.
Yeah, and I thought it was so cool how the walkers, so many of them, had a personal, Alzheimer's disease had a personal impact to them, whether there was somebody there with Alzheimer's or they had a family member who is dealing with it. I mean, and you could just tell that everybody there was so passionate about giving back. That was a great job y'all did with that walk.
Thank you so much. We don't have the amount of money in yet because people can still raise money to the end of the year, but I'll update you on that when we find out how much money is going to go to research. That's a really important thing right now.
This is Wright Brennan, the owner of C. Wright Roofing. When it comes to the maintenance of your roof, you want to know that you have an experienced team that knows what they're doing. And with 10 years in the business, we check all the boxes. Leaky roof, storm damage, or just overdue on maintenance, give us a call at 803-828-4181 for a free estimate. Again, that's 803-828-4181. And remember, our commitment is to roof it the right way. Yeah, very cool. Tell me a little bit, how has BNI impacted you guys?
I think BNI has impacted me not only professionally but personally.
Yeah.
Knowing a lot of people who believe in the same mission I do as for the Alzheimer's, but all of us believing in each other.
Yeah.
The businesses that they own or they work for, believing in those people. Getting to know people and being able to say, hey, I know Wright Brennan. He's going to do you right when I recommend him to someone else because I have a personal relationship with you. Instead of somebody that may have come out to my house to give me a quote, I don't have a personal relationship with them.
Right.
I want to know the people I'm recommended, and BNI gives me that opportunity. And for my personal life, it gives me opportunity to gain more friends. That may be there for longer than just my BNI stint of why I'm going to stay there.
Awesome. Well, that goes to show, you must be a great chapter in there making friends.
That's right. I am. I'm making friends and referring businesses. So a little bit of both.
Very cool. Well, tell me do you have any events coming up? What's the next thing that we need to put on the calendar?
So we have a couple things coming up. We have the longest day, which is June 21st. I know it seems a long ways away, but we're raising money. People get to do individual events to raise money for that. Cool. A lot of things we're doing is somebody at our organization does Kitchen Calamity, where she records herself making food that other people have voted on, and people are not nice when they vote on food. They make her make some really hard things. Last year it was English food. And she taste tested. None of us will taste test for her. But she does a good job raising money. Up next month is National Family Caregivers Month, where we're going to honor a lot of people who take care of their person that they have to caregive for, whether it's Alzheimer's or any other type of disease. Yeah. So we have a lot of different things going on where we honor people, we raise money, do a little bit of everything. Okay.
First, let me ask, if somebody wants to go speak to the congressman, if they're ready to start that path, how do they get started? Do they just reach out to you directly? Or?
They can reach out to me directly. So in South Carolina, I am the only advocacy manager. So if you're looking to do that anywhere in South Carolina, not just in Columbia, I can help you share your voice about your journey with Alzheimer's. Or maybe you're in a community that you're like, you see this and you want to share why that community needs more help with Alzheimer's. I can help you share that. So they can reach out to me personally. Okay.
And if they want to just give money, they're like, you know what, I might not be in there talking to the politicians, but I'll give some money. Where do they go?
Well, we would love that too. So we're going to go to ALZ.org, and you can donate right there. You can learn about more of the things we do, free education for your church, for your community. We do those things, how we can help you individually, and about our 1-800 number that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That social workers can help you go through this journey if you need help with that, whether you're a caregiver or somebody who thinks they may have the disease. How do you work through that? I love the 800 number because it's not just 8 to 5 caregiving, or Alzheimer's doesn't happen just 8 to 5. Okay, and then somebody who is interested in getting into the nonprofit sphere,
what would be some advice? I know you could probably write a book about what you should do.
I do, because I told you a little bit about my history. I worked with animals. I've done it all.
Wow.
So I really do. I think that you have to have the passion.
Yeah.
And you have to realize that nonprofits are not 9 to 5. If you are someone that doesn't want to work outside of that, don't get into nonprofit, because you are in it all the time. It is something you have to be extremely passionate about. You have to love, and you have to have the support of your family. Because sometimes I'm on a Saturday at a walk. Yep. I have to have the support of my family to be able to go do those things. So it really takes a roundabout person to do that. But if you have the passion, don't wait to take the leap. Do it now.
That is awesome. Heck yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming on, inviting me to the walk. This has been awesome, and we look forward to continuing support for the Alzheimer Association.
Well, thank you so much.
Hey everyone, many thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a follow and click the bell to stay up to date on future episodes, or click the link to watch another previous episode. Also, don't forget to like, share, and please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback.